Hello, Mom and Dad Meet World. So I don't know about you, but do you ever walk into, say, like a grocery store and you see these random finds, and these random finds are like, that's not what I typically see? Or you go into a store like Home Goods or a Marshall's or a Ross, which is like right behind me, and you see food stuff, and the food stuff you see, this is like an everything store, but then there's actually food where you're gonna find like clothing and maybe some miscellaneous furniture. But here we are, and we had just seen some stuff. We had just gone to said stores, including some of these grocery stores where we don't normally see these food items, and I'm gonna guess this is because it is for the festive holiday season, as there is a Christmas tree behind me. So let's get into it and take a look at this right here. We've got these white chocolate pretzels. These are white chocolate pretzels with a little bit of these little snowflakes in the bag right here, and let us give this a shot. And I've got a little bit of a coffee here to offset a little bit of the sweetness right here, but let's tear this right open and let's see this right here. So take a look at these pretzels. You're not going to be able to see, but take a look at that. Nice, beautiful pretzel. Really, really delicious. After trying one of these pretzels, it is nice and sweet. I don't really know if the actual sprinkles add any flavor, but it is very, very good. Pretzel is definitely salty. It's nice and crunchy, which is nice. So these almost remind me of like an animal cookie, the one that's been dipped, and it's quite good, very sweet. Really, really good balance between the saltiness and the sweetness, and the top is nice and soft, or the actual outer. Yeah, these are a nice win. Not bad. These were $5.99. White chocolate pretzels from Maggie Lion Chocolatiers. As I said, these were very, very random finds that we just saw at the grocery store, but this overall is really, really good. So let's put that down. Next up, we've got a Walker's Shortbread Scotty Dogs. Yes, these are shortbread Scotty Dogs right here from Walker's. Let's crack it open at the top. And you can see right here, they're nicely shaped. They're shaped like a, I think this is a Scottish Terrier. I'm not 100% sure because I'm not 100% sure of the dog breeds, but if you can take a look right here, this is indeed a beautiful looking shortbread cookie. And you know what we're gonna do? Very nice butter cookie. I'm hoping this wasn't a dog treat. I don't think it was because it tastes just like shortbread, but we bit the head right off and it is darn delicious. So it is slightly sweet, it's buttery, it's crumbly. Very, very addicting. Absolutely perfect for the holiday season. Great with a cup of coffee. Right here, these Walker's shortbread cookies are absolutely fantastic. Very, very delicious right here. Yum. Next up, we are gonna go with these right here. These look to be Vanden Bulk. Hopefully I'm saying that right, but Vanden Bulk. These are a flaked truffle, milk chocolate flaked truffle. Open these up. Boy, these are really random finds, aren't they? But let's open this up right here. Get rid of some of this chocolate, or some of this cover. $4. Opening it up here on the side. Oh, we don't want to dump these all over the place, but you can see these. Look at that right there. I don't know if you can see that right there, but that is literally just beautiful looking truffle. So take a look at that. It's like a little nugget. This little milk chocolate truffle. These are truffle flakes made by Vanden Bulk right here. Let's give it a try. They look delicious. So you've just got the truffle on the outside, and then right over top of it are just these little flakes Almost looks like snowflakes of just milk chocolate. Oh boy, those are really addicting. You get a nice bitter cup of coffee to balance that sweetness. That's really good. Yum. Oh man. That's absolutely delicious. I do gotta say, if you don't have control, you could go through these in a hurry. $3.99 for these truffles right here. Wow, what a deal, because these are just absolutely delicious right here. These truffles are. We're gonna save the best for last right here. The best for last is this fruitcake, which I do love fruitcake, but we're gonna save this one for last. We are gonna go with the classic, and we have 3 of these. We've got the panettone, or panettone. I don't know how you say it, but I'm gonna say it panettone. But we're just gonna rip it right open here on the side. It's got a plastic wrapping. Take a look at this. This beautiful little panettone, this little cake. It's like a personal little cake for you. It's got this outer wrapping. And this outer wrapping here is tightly around this cake here. And you can see me just pulling this right off. But we want to expose the whole thing here. And the others are going to look pretty much identical, but this is the classic panettone and smells fruity, light but dense at the same time. And we're just going to break it open, and you can see here it almost looks like a croissant. It's got that nice air in there, but it's also very dense at the same time. Let's give this a shot. We're going to bite right up here where it looks like there's fruit. Oh yeah. The fruit is nice. The fruit gives you that nice hit. It's like a candied fruit in here. And the cake is nice and light. The cake is nice and sweet. Pardon the noise in the background. Hopefully everybody's all right. The cake itself is really, really delicious, very light. As I said, it's soft and dense. At the same time, it's almost like a denser croissant. And the dried fruit just gives you that nice hint of that sweetness, but yet a little tart. And it tastes like it's been soaked in a little bit of alcohol too. That's really good. Although I do gotta say the alcohol, it's not overwhelming. All right, so this was their classic panettone. Very, very good, nice and fruity. Almost like, gives me the impression of like a fruit cake, but a fruit cake with more cake, less fruit. Next one up, we're gonna try the vanilla panettone. So we're just gonna open this up right here. Again, they're Baduco. So these were only $1. Might have been like 99 cents at our local grocery store. Again, don't normally see any panettone there. And you can see how beautiful this looks. The top, this is their vanilla. I don't know if you can see here, but it looks like there's a little bit more texture to the top of this little cake right here. And so we know what it looks like on the outside. So I'm just gonna peel a little bit of this, and you can see the color right here, nice and brown. And I'm just gonna grab a little bit right here. So if you take a look at it, again, looks like a denser croissant, a lot of vanilla flavor. It's actually slightly sweeter than the classic one. Apologize, gotta have a little bit of coffee because it is sweet. Balance it out a little bit, and it almost seems like there are crumbles on top, like a crumb topping. Like, you know how you get that Dutch apple pie and you get that little bit of crumb topping? Or with a Dutch apple pie, you get a lot of crumb topping. This has a little bit of that crumb topping. It's very good, very sweet, and it hits you with a lot of vanilla. Maybe not a natural tasting vanilla, but you definitely do have a vanilla right there. All right, that was their vanilla panettone. Next up, and last one for the panettone line, is gonna be their chocolate chips. See it right here, chocolate chips are the flavor. Same thing, we got the plastic. Set that plastic aside. You got this outer here. It looks a little bit darker on top than the other one did. So we're gonna pop open the side, show you what the side looks like. Very nice right there, a little bit less darker in color. And you got these chocolate chips all over the place. I'm just gonna take, look at that. Nice and chocolatey, lots of chocolate chips. So the chocolate, I gotta say, is more like it's a little bit of a little dark. So it's a semi-sweet chocolate chip, not too bad. The cake itself is a little bit more dense, not as light as the other ones. I didn't think there'd be a difference in the texture, but there is a little bit more light. Excuse me, a little bit more dense is what I'm trying to say. They do not skimp at all on the chocolate chips, because every bite you're gonna take, you're gonna get chocolate chips out of here. That's really good. Yum. So I guess out of all of them, I like the original the best, where it reminds me of just a nice mix of, you got a dense croissant, not super sweet on the actual cake itself, but the sweetness comes from the dried fruit that is found in here, and that's really good. All right, next up, you've got this right here. This is their fruit cake. This is made by Village Fair, their fruit cake. Again, just random stuff we found at the grocery store that they don't normally have. And when you pop this open right here, very dense, very heavy cake. And you can see all that fruit right here. Take a look at all that fruit, the cherries, the greens, the reds. I'm gonna take a little corner, or try to take a little corner, right there. Cake is dense, almost reminds me of bread, but with a little bit more texture, a little heavier texture. The fruit is definitely there, lots of fruit. That is not bad. We've gone to other bakeries where these fruit cakes are literally like, for a size like this, is almost like $20. This was $5 at our local grocery store here, and it's not bad. The only thing I'm really missing here, and maybe I just haven't got to it, you got plenty of fruit. The cake is nice, the texture is nice. I'm not getting anything like a nut. And the moment I say that, there you go. I'm just getting the nut right there. That's really good. The nut really helps it. It makes it. Gives it that different texture. You got a little bit of chewiness from the dried fruit, the denseness from the cake, and the nut just gives it a little bit more subtle flavor. So that's really, really good. Yum. These have just been random finds that we've seen from our local Ross, Marshalls, Home Goods, grocery store. You can see them all right here. I think I've got a favorite, and one of my favorites is this one right here. Their Vandenbulk truffle for $3.99. I think we found this at our local Marshalls. But these milk chocolate truffles, it's a truffle with flakes of milk chocolate. Yum, really good. Okay, well, we are going to stop with the video because, well, it's getting dark, it's getting cold, it's time to go. If you like this video, this very random video, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, comment. It all really helps out our channel. And until next time, thanks for watching. Bye for now. Oh, my wife says calories don't count on holidays, so they must not count. This was all 0 calories right here. Yay. Alrighty, I'm gonna go walk off 0 calories.